How much do we charge for commission? And it's a routine question. I think that everybody, it's a common one. And sometimes it's the first one, but at the end, it does matter on how much. I think for any realtor, it would matter how much they need to spend. If you're spending anywhere between, if you're spending nothing, then yeah, obviously commission is negotiable. If you've done the hard work to get the property cleaned, then it's pretty much staged up the way that it would need to be. And if it's everything is put in order, and we don't have to come in there with a full team and spend five or $10,000 or $15,000, then yeah, absolutely, commission can be negotiable at that point. If we have to come in and do all of that stuff, we have to recover that expense, and that's where I think a lot of times people get confused on what's the commission. Well, it depends, right? It depends on how much your property is actually going to sell for. If your property is, if it's 500,000 or if it's 3 million, there's a difference, right? On if you're charging 1% on a $500,000 condo, it's 5,000 minus expenses and taxes. That's there's nothing there. So it does depend on the big picture, of course, and it also depends on results. If you can see that the result that you get covers a great portion of, if not all, of the commission amount, and everything is done in a way where the property is sold with a certain pride of ownership, and it's done in a way where you're updated and there's not too much, it's not a stressful experience, and that counts for something as well. So all in all, it does depend on a few different factors, so there's never a set price, and I don't think that there's any agent out there that has a set price, because there's a difference between selling a home that someone cared about, or sometimes it's just maybe a tear down property that doesn't really need too much work, right? So results matter, costs matter, and every situation is a little bit different, especially on the pricing. Hope that helps.